Right then, this is a two-fly adventure to Montenegro. And when coming into land, rather than coming in normally on a straight line, the plane had to go round in a loop. And that's because there's so many mountains around the airport, it can't just come into land normally. So then, here I am at Podgorica Airport, which is the main airport for Montenegro. And now let's take a look at the railway station for the airport. And let's be very clear about this. This is the main airport for the capital city of a country. And this tiny little thing is the airport's train station. So I've just arrived, just got off the airplane and along to the train. So this here is the airport train station. And I'm not kidding, it actually is the airport train station. There's not very much to it. That is literally it. The first thing you see when you arrive in this country is this really rough railway with this tiny station. It doesn't give a good first impression. That's literally it. Literally just a track in the middle of nowhere with wooden sleepers and this very small station platform. Look at that. That's all there is to the... I'm not joking. This is the main train station for the airport. And that is all there is to it. That's literally it. Just this little tiny bit of platform next to a railway track. And that's the station building. I don't know what to say about it. It's a very weird place. Okay, this also is the station toilet by the looks of it, because someone's taking a shit in here. There's not even any timetables up. I don't have internet, but luckily I checked the times before I came here. Trains are not very frequent. And you got a little hut there. Yeah, how'd you get on there? Wow, it's a knackered Soviet train. Can't believe it. So I go on a train along to Podgorica Central Train Station. This station is so weird. Look, there's the earthing rod from your pole. But rather than putting it under the ground like I normally do, I just have it as a trip hazard. Probably the most knackered railway I've seen. I have seen some knackered ones, but I think it beats all of them. This is so run down. I'm amazed if anyone gives a shit what you do here. How no one's gonna care. If they cared about this railway, they wouldn't let it fall to this shit condition it's in. Crazy. This would be a great one for surfing. I'm not going to go up there because of that overhead. That does not look like it's moved for quite a while. Those wheels don't look very shiny. That's my airplane taking off. There it goes, just picked up its passengers and off it goes. Oh, when they said I've got a dog problem here, they weren't lying. And it's right, a dog problem. Sick of countries I've... And now if we go along into the city centre and go along to the Mall of Montenegro. With a name like that, that sounds like a really posh shopping centre. The main shopping centre of the country. Well, it's actually quite run down. This thing is knackered. Fucking hell. Very dark in there, and the levelling is very slow. Yeah, very slow levelling. And attached to the shopping centre is this market. Is that our idea of a children's play area? That looks so rough. That doesn't look very inviting at all. It looks more like a bunker. So then along we go to Podgorica main bus station, and most of the public transport in this country is based on coaches, rather similar to Albania, and to be honest it's a rather shit way of running public transport. I now get on a coach and go along to Buvda, which is the main beach resort area of Montenegro. Let's take a look around Buvda. One thing that is noticeably different to the competition is the scenery, as there's loads of mountains. Now along we go to the main shopping centre in Buvda, and this is the best shopping centre I actually visited in Montenegro, and it is quite small. And along to the first resort hotel, which is the Avala Resort and Villas. What was that indicator? It says Fist Crop on it, but there's a very cheap looking digit on that. It doesn't come out well on my camera, it comes out well to my eyes. Swimming pool. I rather like it to try and... that little wooden boat I don't think it's going to do very well. Okay, yeah, I'm away to a beach resort and it's raining. That's a weird place for an escalator. It works! I thought it was abandoned, it looks so rough. You know, steps don't exactly look in the best condition. Villa level. Yeah, it's quite nice, I guess. This is really bizarre. There's no down escalator, just up ones. Oh no, it's bi-directional, okay. Now that is weird. First time actually, somewhere with just one escalator like this. And it's bi-directional, and this one doesn't have any stairs next to it. This is not normal for a hotel. To have a set up quite like that. Yeah, bi-directional. The weird thing about swimming pools in the rain is a sort of water that you don't want to get wet by. Swimming pools water that you do, even though it's probably both the same temperature. So look, oh, that is so fucking cold. I'm not swimming in that. It's about 22 degrees. A slight infinity pool, not really, but I've sort of done it. There's the pool. And let's go down this way. Oh, freshwater swimming pool there. Pigeon was actually washing in it a minute ago. Well, no one's swimming in it, so I'm going to guess it's very cold. I want to see what weird little bridge thing is there to a platform. That's what I like to see, glass lift. Oh, that's it's broke. Okay, that's not what I like to see. There's some little pier thing, and the pier's falling down. It's a bit like Herne Bay back in England. See, it looks very clear here. See, what's the temperature of the sea? I swear it's slightly warmer than that swimming pool, but it's very slightly like, I don't know, 23. So this place is an African style Medina, which I wasn't expecting. It's quite a small one though, it's not like Fez or anything spectacular. This wasn't really expecting this for somewhere that's not in Africa. So you can actually get a boat out to an island. I'm not sure I should try it, maybe I will. Bong! Yep, more bongs. No matter where you go in the world, you can never escape the fact there's always idiots taking drugs. So here's a view of what a bay looks like. You've got some buildings on it. Looks very nice with all the mountains in the background. A lot of buildings actually under construction. They're trying to turn this into a resort city. At the minute it's not that much here. It's a little bit not that much to do. The next city along which I'm going to walk to, because the bus service is terrible, so I'm just going to walk over. It's not that far, only a mile. That's got a couple of swimming pools on the map, so maybe I'll get in some of those. So here we've got submarine tours. Why is it every time I see a submarine now I always think of Ocean Gate? So then, there's the town of Buvda. See a hotel being built there, so I'm going to have to come back. But then if we take a look this way, you can go along to the next town just over there, which has got some more hotels. I now walk along to the neighbouring town of Basiki, which is where most of the resort hotels are located. Now this new building looks a bit similar to some of the new builds in Benidorm. It actually looks really nice, so let's check it out. There's no tow guard on the outer door. Takes the roll to level, just for notice. Okay, let's take a look at that. Actually looks really nice. I really like the design of that. And you've got a weird statue there, looks like about to jump into a swimming pool. Got an infinity pool, little bit of infinity here. That's nice to see. Hey, the lift doesn't stop at swimming pool level. Let's take a look. So, does the infinity effect work? Yeah, from this angle it works pretty well. It's meant to look like it's connected to the sky, so if you go down, yeah, there you go, that's the infinity effect like that. So, what about the temperature? Well, let's take, oh, that's so cold. You can only use that like in August. They built a whole swimming pool, and most of the time it can't even be used because of how cold it is. And there we have a sun height change in the swimming pool, which is not legal in England. Well, I guess they've added that bit there to try and separate it, so maybe that'd be legal in England. I know in Spain they have the sun height changes. Is that safe to step on? Yep. So one thing about this pool which is not up to UK standards, it says no fence on the infinity bit. Normally on the infinity section they have a fence that's like dropped. They usually have it a bit lower so you can't see the fence, so you still get the effect a bit like a ha-ha. Now a ha-ha is a fence in a dip in the countryside, so you can't see the fence. That's what they normally do, but having no fence at all, that is not very legal really, because you could fall out the swimming pool. it does. Cheap. If I just step across this lift, oh, it wobbles, it feels terrible, just from stepping hard. I'm not even that hard. This lift feels like it's about to fall apart. Something's hitting, it's the magnet, it's my magnet reader, I've not aligned it properly so it whacks into it. These prices are appalling. Scrambled eggs with shrimps and hoisin cream, €13. Okay, what about say ID, because I don't eat any of that shit. Pork medallions with young potatoes and sauce, €17. The beef medallions with mashed potatoes and porcini mushroom sauce, whatever that is, €24. No door open. Is that the ground floor? No door open. Fuck, that is fucked. Let's close door open. No door open. Let's close is open. That sometimes happens. No. Close, no open. Oh my. Oh, I don't know what to think about this place. So rough. Fucking hell, this bridge is not built properly. Every time a vehicle goes over, like something heavy like a bus, the whole thing shakes like it's about to give way. How have they constructed this? Well, the construction doesn't look bad. I don't think. Construction looks reasonable, but it wobbled so much. Let's say they just haven't constructed it correctly. I shook, but it's concrete, it shouldn't shake. The building's quite nice, but the car park is rough looking. It's cheap. Oh, it's glass, okay. So 7 needs a code. Is that code there? I hope that doesn't mean it's opening direct in someone's flat, which is never a good thing. It's not a side chassis. No, side chassis, no chassis on that side. Oh. Well, it's levelling very slow. No, at least it opened its doors as it was doing. If you're going to have shit levelling, let's have 3 doors. There's no beams at this door at all. 0. No beams. No beam here. No beams. Look how infrequent that bus service is. That's a long wait for your traffic light. Right then, I'm now getting hungry. Shall we take a look at a supermarket? Well, the supermarkets are all fucking shit. Full of ultra-processed foods, very little real food. I really struggled to find anything I wanted to eat in all the supermarkets, and they're all really expensive. It's all UHT, all of it. I think that's milk. 2026. Milk does not last that long. Almost no real food anywhere to be seen. One thing I really can't stand about this country is the amount of ultra-processed shit. Brought that, looks like cheese, right? Well, I missed it, it said product with vegetable fat. And now for a rant about vegan food. Now, even within the UK, where things are better labelled than Montenegro, I do not like the rise of vegan food, because a lot of it is misleading, and there has been times in the UK where I've almost brought vegan cheese without realising it. At least I've actually spotted the word vegan and put the product back. Unlike over here in Montenegro, where they literally have not called it vegan, even though it's a vegan product with no actual cheese in it. So I brought vegan cheese without realising. Now, I actually kind of expected this to come up at some point because of how much vegan food tries to pretend it's the real thing when it isn't. This item is not labelled correctly at all. I had no idea it was vegan cheese until I put it in my mouth and it tasted absolutely vile. But even in the UK, the products look too similar to the real thing. Like, you get vegan chicken nuggets. Well, what the fuck is a vegan chicken nugget? It is using a word that should be a prescribed word for what it is. So chicken means chicken meat. It comes from the chicken. You can't have a product pretending to be chicken while still calling itself chicken. And then there's the logo for vegan, which shows a plant. So it's like natural. It's not. Like the traditional what vegan food is like, vegetables and stuff, that's all natural. But the vegan food that you get in supermarkets, where it's pretending to be something it's not, that is fake. It's got artificial flavours, artificial ingredients, it's ultra processed. This is not good food. And most importantly of all, it is not a substitute. Eating a vegan beef burger does not substitute eating a real beef burger. It is not a replacement for it, as the vegan stuff will not have the nutrients that your body needs from eating a real beef burger. And what's most scary, a lot of the time it doesn't properly label what it is. It tells you what it isn't. For example, this isn't beef mince. Well, what the fuck is it then? You just have to look up the small print ingredients to find out, and it's all filler shit. And anyone who is not revolted by this product is a bit screwed in the head as far as I'm concerned. And this unedible vegan cheese I brought tasted so vile, and it was so unedible that every single animal I tried to feed it to refused to eat it, which shows that it is not food. Anyway, let's now get back to the video. So now I go along to the Next Resort Hotel, which is one of the better ones for the area. Try best. Try your best to make a good lift and fail at it, more like. Well, let's see how it runs first of all, say. It's not very quick. Feels very cheap. Yeah, put some custom pictures on it. The levelling's bad, yeah, so it's not a very good lift. What is that? It's horrible. That's a nasty looking weird chassis thing. This shaft's not square. What is this piece of shit? I had to winch it to a shaft. Oh, look at that. Try and catch it because I don't trust if it drives an inspection. You know these things like. That's right. His handrail's not been built very well, not held on by much. Look. That shakes far, far too much. And along to the next hotel, which is Hotel and Resort Mediterranean, which sounds like a spelling mistake of Mediterranean. So, taking a look at the swimming pool, rainings, I don't think many people will be in it. Looks like this. Well, it's all the same thing, so it's meant to swim in that, or was it just fountain? I don't know. Shouldn't be, oh, that's fucking cold. That's like 22 degrees, even less, that might even be 20 degrees. Oh, that is so fucking cold. I'm not swimming in that. That's horrible. So there's two lifts here. The first one is the Cone NMX 11, which only goes 1 metre a second. Oh dear, so far the lift's not been very good. NMX 11, it's only going 1 metre a second, even though it could go quicker. Judging by how slow it opened, doesn't have pre-doors. Let's see how. 4th floor and no pre-door. Why is it so bad that lives in this country so far? What the fuck? What the fuck? That's an entrapment. Risk we get on the roof, but there's no way out. Oh, the logic cabinet. It's got a fault, 1 fault. It's so weird. It's even shafts there. Ah, no rooftop. I don't even see into the shaft. What the fuck? Gosh, 1 fault. What the fuck is this place? That is so bad. Like, it's so bad, it's laughable. They do this shit over in Tenerife, volcano hot stone massage for €55. We're about to have a stone on my back. I'd just go to a beach and put one on my back. I would not pay €55 for that shit. And doing a reverse image search, you can see it, other spas have used the exact same image. So it's a stock image which I don't have an exclusive license to, which basically just makes them look very unprofessional. Along to the second lift in this hotel, which is an utter piece of shit. This looks bad. and along to the water park. Now this is already closed as it's out of season, because similar to Bulgaria, the holiday season here seems to be extremely short, only a few months a year. And this water park does not look very good. None of the slides are at all, and the slides do not look in good condition. So let's look at a water park. Fucking hell, this is a bit rough. Those have seen better days. Wow. That slide there, if you zoom in, has definitely seen better days. That is looking a bit rough. It's a bit lacking. Like, you've got 2 fast slides, 1 aqua bowl, 3 slow slides, and that's about it. Like, that's not very good for a water park. And there's a couple more in the background. Okay, I guess it's a small water park, but I want a few taller, faster ones, personally. I want to take like about 3 times the height. Fucking hell, that doesn't look great. It's only October, that's just closed for the season, which it doesn't look like it. It looks like that's been closed quite a long time. It's not looking good at. So, red flag for no swimming, but it looks calm at sea. I don't know if it's forgotten about it, if it's just red because the lifeguard's not there, I really don't know. It really feels like end of season. Shame, it's not actually that late. It's only October, but oh well. And now along to a new building development, which is currently under construction. There's a lift that's open to the public, which goes between beach level and the upper level. But this lift, despite being brand new, this lift has already got so rough that by the time the area it is in is completed, this lift will need replacing. So you have to walk up the ramp to get to a lift. And the lift takes so long to arrive, you can sit down while you wait for it. It's working? Oh, it is working, okay. Well, it's a new Melia resort being built next door. I don't know why I've done this. You walk up the ramp to get to the lift. Why not just extend the lift shaft down a bit so you don't have to do that? Sometimes I really think they never think through these designs when they design them. At leveling's terrible. Look, it's so fucking rusty already. It's brand new. Well, it's pretty new. Look. Well, shiny lift must have brought it. Oh, it'll be nice and shiny, but it gets rough so quick. Not very good, it's clanking its way up the shaft. Alright, levelling, come on! Right, indicator there. Oh, it's got a Pokemon button. It's literally a brand new place as well. I haven't even finished putting the stuff on, it's so new I haven't put the outer coating on. Yet the lift's already looking really rough. They don't build these things that well. Holy shit, that logic cabinet. Someone's tried to force it open. Fucking hell. Look at how rough that looks. Fucking hell. Fuck, it's cheap. Nasty thing. It's so cheap. Fucking hell. So, I don't know what to say. The building seems so rough. Oh, but here's a piece of crane. Okay, that looks a bit rough. There's an axis here. What is that? Did that break and I had to replace it or something? That's the axis. Well, that looks like it's years old. That's probably from the 80s or something. Maybe it just wore out. So we've got some interesting rock formations there. To be completely honest, there's not really much to do here. And why is it always the same few songs that they play in these places? Why is it always the same few English songs they play over and over again in these seaside places, especially Benidorm? You have restaurants, one after the other, all playing the exact same playlist. It's always the same few songs. The playlist should be called, say, like stereotypical British songs or something. It's like, play these couple of songs and it will attract loads of English people into the restaurants, where it doesn't attract me in because I'm sick of hearing these songs. The other song they always keep playing on repeat almost in places like Benidorm and these seaside places is YMCA. I'm so sick of that song. Why do I have to play that same fucking song everywhere? Oh, my favourite, a tunnel. It's not a very long one, it's only about 180 metre. Oh, it's not concrete in the middle, but it's actually glass though, that's nice. Look at that. So that concludes part 1 of the Jeeply adventure to Montenegro. Coming up in part 2, I'm going to continue looking around the rest of the resorts in this area, then I'm going to go back along to the capital city, Podgorica, and take a look at some grotty tower blocks.